What is going on, beautiful people of the world? My name is Garrett Wolf, and I am the host of the #1 podcast for people who are trying to go from skinny fat to fitness freak. I've built my body over the last 8 years through trial and error, and in the last 3 years, I've helped hundreds of online clients shred unwanted fat and embody the best version of themselves. Now, let's jump right into today's show.
What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Garrett Wolf podcast. This is the #1 show for people who are trying to go from saggy flabs to six-pack abs, all without giving up the most enjoyable aspects of their life. In today's episode, we are going to be talking about how your perception is almost never true. And going a little bit deeper into that, if your perception is almost never true, then you might as well live in a self-diluted reality. So we're going to be diving deep into that in a second, but I just wanted to mention, if at any point, guys, you know the deal, if at any point during this episode you enjoy what I have to say or you think what I have to say is valuable, then please screenshot my face, share it to your Instagram stories, tag me at _Garrett Wolf, and I will reshare it to my story and send you a free gift. Today, boys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are going to be talking about how your perception is almost never true. And I'm going to be talking about a little bit of a problem, barricade that I've been kind of trying to break through in my business, and I actually just realized today that it's not actually even a problem, and my perception was not true. I had a perception of a problem. I was perceiving a problem that wasn't real. I was thinking that I had this issue that needed to be broken through that is not true, that isn't based in reality, and so that brings me to my next point. Why not live in a self-diluted reality? So we're going to be diving a little bit deep into that. This is kind of an interesting topic. I really love mindset topics, mindset shifts, because the thing about mindset shifts and your mindset and perception and everything that has to do with that is a perception or mindset frame switch can completely change the way you feel about yourself, about reality, about a certain situation that you might be going through in your life. And this is exactly what happened to me this morning. So I was going to talk about something else here today on the podcast, but this absolutely just blew me away this morning, what just happened to me, because, again, I've been perceiving that I have this gigantic problem within my business that I've been trying to fix, asking my mentors about it, posting in my Facebook groups about it, being like, yo, how can I fix this problem? And I realized today that it's not even a problem. It's not even an issue. It's actually hilarious because it completely changed the way I thought about it. It completely changed my perception of the issue, and it just made me feel a whole lot better about myself and my circumstances. Sorry, my certain situation, or whatever you want to say. So the problem, guys, that I've been experiencing in my business, or the problem that I've been perceiving that I've been experiencing in my business, is I believe that I was getting low engagement on my Instagram profile. If you guys have been watching these lives every day, if you've been tuning in, I've been asking you guys to engage with my Instagram on purpose so that, because I was trying to get my engagement up, because I want to get the engagement up, and I was perceiving that my engagement was low on my social media page, my Instagram, right? Because my Instagram is my main business card. My Instagram is where I run all my business. I don't really run it on Facebook. I am on Facebook, but I'm nowhere near as active on Facebook as I am on Instagram. I get all my leads from Instagram. I get all my clients from Instagram. It's where I have all my conversations. So Instagram is my main business page. And I had the perception recently that my engagement was absolute shit. I thought it was terrible. I thought my engagement was awful. We're at 20,000 followers and I'm only getting, right? Notice my language. We're at 20,000 followers and I'm only getting about 200 likes per post. 200 likes per post, usually like 300 to 400 on some reels, depending, right? And I thought that this was low engagement. It's funny now, right? It's actually kind of funny because I thought that this was low engagement. This is low engagement. And this was my perception. And I thought that it was low engagement because if anyone's ever built an Instagram page, it's actually kind of ass backwards. It's really, really interesting building an Instagram page. This is the first Instagram page I've ever built in my entire life. And when you first start out posting on Instagram, you kind of have all your friends and peers that are following you, right? So it's your friends, maybe people from high school, people you went to school with, and some of your friends, right? And a lot of these friends are going to like and not really comment. I mean, let's talk about that for a second. A lot of the friends will like your pictures, but not a lot of my friends would comment. So if you're my friend out there and you're not commenting on my shit, then fuck you, for a lack of a better term. But side note here, you guys, this is just funny. I think this is funny. I just want to kind of mention this. This is a little bit funny to me. Anybody in high school or college that sees these girls posting pictures on Instagram and their friends are like super engaging and super nice and like really motivating in the comments, they're always like, "You go, girl," or like, "So pretty," or like, "Fire, fire, fire," or like, "Killing it, crushing it," right? The list goes on and on when girls post shit on Instagram. They're like, everyone's motivating them, everyone's commenting, everyone's engaging. It's like a fucking party in their comment section. And then I noticed for the men, at least in high school and college, when they post shit on Instagram, there's like nothing, bro. There's like nothing. There's maybe one comment in the comments. Nobody's engaging. Nobody's saying get it. Nobody's saying get after it. Nobody's saying let's fucking go. It's kind of just like a graveyard. It's a dead zone inside of a man's Instagram comments, which is kind of hilarious. I don't know if anyone else has experienced that in their life. If you have, let me know. If you're watching the live stream, let me know in the comments. If you're watching the replay, just nod your head along if you're a man and you're posting on Instagram and nobody's fucking commenting on your shit, because I definitely feel you on that, homie. I definitely feel you on that. But that brings me back to growing an Instagram page, right? It's kind of interesting because when you first start out, you're going to get some really, really high engagement percentages. Like, say you have 1,000 followers and you get 100 likes, right? That's a tenth of your following that's liking your shit, right? Or you might get 200. That's 2/10 of your following that's liking your stuff. But as you grow, it's kind of ass backwards. It's a little bit strange. It's super nuanced. I didn't really know this until I grew an Instagram page myself. As you grow, the engagement sort of tailors down. It goes down as your following gets bigger and bigger and bigger. The engagement gets smaller and smaller and smaller, right? So I used to get like 100 to 200 likes, right? And I had like 1,000 followers. So it's like I would get like a tenth of my followers liking all my stuff, right? And so here's the nuance is like now I'm at 20K and I still only get about 200 likes a post and about 400 likes a reel. So that's like a short form video. Obviously, all you guys know reels. If you don't, then you're living under a rock because Instagram is like mainly reels now. So I get about 200 right on a post and about 400 on a reel. But I have 20,000 followers now. So that's about 1/20th of my followers that are now liking my shit. Right? Or hold on, am I doing math wrong? Am I stupid? That is 1/20th, but what is 100 out of 1,000? That's 1%. So that's 10%. So it used to be 10% that were liking my shit. Now it's about 1/20th. So it's like a huge discrepancy, right? It's a completely huge discrepancy. And so I thought that my engagement was incredibly low. I was like, fuck, my engagement is super low. When I started out, I only had like 1,000 followers. I was getting like 100, 200 likes. Now I got 20K followers and I'm only getting 200 to 400 likes. Like my followers multiplied by 20 and my likes and engagement only doubled, right? So it's kind of like, what the fuck is going on? I have no idea what's going on. But what was happening, what's going on, is that I finally started to stand for something. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for everything, right? I finally started to post my mind, post my thoughts without caring what other people think. And when you post your thoughts and you post your kind of what you're thinking, not everybody's going to fuck with you. Not everybody's going to agree with what you have to say, and people are going to stop liking your shit. And this is where the engagement goes lower. And you're going to have to start trying to find people that actually do fuck with your shit, that vibe with you, that like what you have to say, that agree with what you have to say, that have a similar mindset to what you have to say. And this is what I experienced. This is what I went through when I started posting fitness content 3 years back on my personal Instagram page. At first, it was all fun and games. Everyone was commenting, all my friends, they're like, haha, like you're a fitness coach now, like doing fitness things, like that's awesome. Getting people to, lose weight, fucking get some abs. That's super dope, super cool. And then it sort of tailored off, right? Because no one's going to comment forever. No one's going to be super supportive and super engaging forever. So the following kind of tapered off. All my friends kind of they all kind of disappeared, right? They no longer follow me. And now it's just a bunch of kind of strangers, more or less. for lack of a better term. It's just a bunch of strangers on the internet that are liking and commenting on my profiles. And then there's obviously my clients that are liking my pictures, but they don't really comment. If you're my client out there and you're not commenting, what are you doing? Comment on my shit, please. And so this is where the nuance comes in. And this is where I kind of ran into an issue. I told my coaches, I told my mentors, I was like, guys, my engagement, it's super low. It's super low. And my main mentor, B-Mark Fit, he comes into my DMs and he's like, dog, your engagement isn't low. Your engagement's fine. You have 200 people liking your content. I was like, yeah, but when I had 1,000 followers, I was still getting 200 likes. And now I have 20,000 followers and I'm still only getting 200 likes. Like, what the fuck is going on? And he's like, dude, you're getting 200 likes. Like, that's 200 people, right? That's like, if you were standing in front of 200 people and talking like I am right now, giving a speech in front of 200 people, you'd be kind of scared. You'd be shitting yourself a little bit because 200 souls can make a huge impact on the world, right? 200 people can branch off into like 1,000,000 people if you just connect the dots. If you change one person's life, you change 100 people's lives, right? So this kind of helped my mindset a little bit. I was like, okay, yeah, like I get it. I have 200 likes. I'd rather have 1,000, right? I'd rather have 1,000 likes. That would be dope. And so I was still like, he changed my perception a little bit. That was his perception though, because he has a rock solid mindset. He has a goddamn rock solid mindset. And he's like, bro, you got 200 people. You can change fucking 1,000,000 people's lives with 200 people. And I was like, yeah, that's great, B-Mark, but I want 1,000 likes. And so I kind of was still in this diluted perception. Until this morning, I was using the bathroom and I was on my phone, like we all are, right? And I came across a post by my man, Jay Shetty. You guys know Jay Shetty? If anybody knows Jay Shetty, let me know if you're tuning into live in the comments, or let me know if you're on the recording. Just give a little head nod. Let me know that you know Jay Shetty. Everybody knows who Jay Shetty is, all right? He's got 11.8 million followers, but for the sake of simplicity, we'll say he has 10 million. So I said, okay, Mr. Jay Shetty, you're undeniably incredibly famous. You're undeniably one of the most motivating mentors, self-talk, self-help therapist guys on the internet that I know of, right? 11.8 million followers. He's freaking huge. He's got like 8,000 posts. He's absolutely gigantic on the internet. So I was like, all right, Mr. Jay Shetty, Mr. Famous Guy, let's see what your engagement looks like with 10 million followers. I'm curious. So I looked at his engagement. 10 million followers. I clicked on a couple posts. The first post, 85,000 likes. Whew! It's like 85,000 likes. Damn! That's a lot of people, right? 85,000 likes. That could change like fucking 30 million people's lives, right? 85,000 likes. I was like, fuck. But then I kept looking. 265,000 likes. Ooh! Jeez, what a discrepancy. 3 times as much on that post than the first one. Then I kept looking. The third one, 104,000 likes. Huh. That's kind of weird. The fourth one, 148,000 likes. This is a big difference in each of the posts. The next one, 164,000. All right. Interesting. Very interesting. The next one, 55,000. I kept looking, right? And I came to the determination that on average he would get about 100,000 likes. On average, some of them are like 250, right? Some of them are at 50. Some of them are at 160. Some of them are at 100. Some of them are at 150. So I came to the discrepancy that he gets on average 100K likes. Mind you, he has 10 million followers. So I grabbed my calculator. I was like, no way this is true. I start doing some math. He gets the exact same engagement percentage as I do. 100,000 likes on average compared to 10 million followers is 1/20th. That's 1/20th. 200 likes compared to 20,000 followers is 1/20th. That's 1/20th of the following that's engaging with my shit. That's 1/20th of the following that's engaging with Jay Shetty's shit. So I have the same engagement rate as Jay Shetty, right? I mean, right? At the end of the day, I have the same engagement rate as Jay Shetty. My following may be smaller, right? My account may be smaller. I may have 20K, he may have 10 million. But I have the same engagement as him. And he's like undeniably, like I just said, one of the most famous self-help therapists, like I don't even know what to call him. He's like a self-help motivating therapist kind of guy. He makes positive ass videos trying to like help people's mindsets and shit. Super cool guy. And I have the exact same engagement rate as him. This completely blew me away. I was like, no fucking shit. I was like, this brings me back to the title of this podcast, right? Your perception is almost never based in reality. I was perceiving that my engagement was low as shit. I was like 200 likes, 20K followers. My engagement fucking sucks. It was bringing me down. I was like, damn, man. Everyone, you know what really made it worse is like everyone comes into my DMs and they're like, oh, bro, like you have fake followers. You must have bought your followers. Meanwhile, I look at their account, they have 600 followers. You must have bought your followers. Meanwhile, you look at my account, I've posted 2 times a day for the last 3 years of my fucking life. You must have bought fake followers. Mind you, I post on YouTube Shorts, TikTok 6 times a day, a long form content on YouTube, a long form podcast on Spotify. I go live on Instagram every single day. I post twice on Facebook, 6 reels a day. Are you fucking kidding me, brother? I promise you guys, I have never bought a fake follower in my entire life. I'm saying this to the live stream right now. I'm saying this to the podcast right now. If you're one of those dickheads out there who comes to my page and is like, oh, 20,000 followers and 200 likes, you must have bought fake followers. I can tell you've never grown an Instagram page in your entire life because you have no idea of what I'm talking about. You have no idea the ins and outs. You have no idea that your engagement is, of course, going to be higher when you're a profile that only has friends and family following you than you are when you're a fitness coach, than when you are when you're Jay Shetty, a motivator, than when you are when you're B Mark Fit, who's a mentor for online fitness coaches. He gets the same engagement as me. Actually, B Mark has lower engagement, my mentor. He has lower engagement than I do when it comes to likes. He may get more comments given sometimes, but it's hugely nuanced. It doesn't fucking matter. That's the thing. It's not like, okay, 10 comments here, 5 comments there. It doesn't matter. What's the discrepancy? Who the fuck cares? If you get 200 likes and 10 comments, you can change 1 million people's lives. And that's why my perception was just not based in reality. It's like, I thought I had this huge problem. I was like, my engagement's low and people are saying I have fake followers, right? Like, I can't take this, man. I don't have fake followers. I don't know why my engagement is so low. But it's like, it's not low. I don't have low engagement. My engagement's fine. It's the same as Jay Shetty. It's better or not. It's the same, if not better, than my mentor, B Mark Fitz. And he makes like $6 million a month with his business. It's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely fucking crazy. Literally. And that's why, guys, I mean, that just brings me to your perception is almost never based in reality. That's just the truth. So that brings me to dive a little bit deeper to my point is like, why not live in like a self-diluted reality? Is like, my engagement is just as good as Jay Shetty. Why don't I just say my engagement is great? My engagement's awesome because Jay Shetty's engagement is awesome. So my engagement is awesome too. And whether it's actually awesome or not is besides the point because your perception's almost never based in reality anyway. So if I just self-dilute myself and say, yo, my engagement's fucking fire. Like my engagement's heat. I got 200 likes. I got like 5 comments. I can change 1 million people's lives. How much better am I going to feel about that than if I go and say, oh, my engagement's low and people are coming to my profile saying I have fake followers, like blah, 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 negative frequency, scarcity this, scarcity that. It's all fucking trash. I feel so much better saying my engagement is awesome. I got the same engagement as Jay Shetty than I do saying like, people are saying I have fake followers. I only get 200 likes, even though I have 20K followers. It's like, it's fucking bullshit, man. Who gives a fuck? And you can use this when it comes to a fitness journey or when it comes to your life, when it comes to anything. It's just a mindset switch, a mindset perspective of your perception's almost never based in reality anyway. So why not pick the perception that feels the best to you? If you're someone that doesn't go to the gym and you struggle with confidence, you don't go to the gym because you have spotlight syndrome, right? I had a client like this in the past. He was like, I can't go to the gym because every time I'm there, I feel like everyone's looking at me and judging me for being fat and everyone's just looking at me and just judging me and thinking that I'm not where they are. And I'm like, bro, first of all, number one, nobody in the gym is judging you because everybody in the gym has severe self-confidence issues. So nobody's judging you. They're all thinking about themselves. That's why it's called spotlight syndrome, because you think everyone's looking at you and everyone's thinking about you, when in reality, nobody gives a fuck about anybody except themselves. That's the truth. That's the reality. So I said, brother, I want you to go to the gym with a notepad and paper. And every time you walk in there, whatever negative thought comes into your head, I want you to write the opposite on the paper. So if you walk into the gym and you think, all eyes are on me, I want you to write, nobody is watching me. If you walk into the gym and you're like, people are judging me, you want to write, nobody is judging me. You walk into the gym and you're like, people think I'm fat and way behind is like people think I'm a beast and I'm far ahead, right? This is the discrepancy. And even if he's not far ahead, even if he's not a beast, if he believes he's a beast, you better believe he's going to start acting like a beast. We all know how effective placebo pills are. Placebo pills can do as much damage, if not more, sometimes during studies when they test it, when they cross double-blind it against an actual drug. Placebo, the drug, is one of the most powerful drugs on the planet. So if you can just self-dilute yourself into believing, if you can just positively affirm yourself into believing that you're a fucking beast, then you're going to start acting like a beast. And so I'm going to start self-diluting myself saying, my engagement is fucking awesome. My engagement is great. Even if I don't have the best engagement ever, even if I compare it to some of these top tier influencers like Alex Eubank or Lex Little or Anthony Mantello, even if I compare it to them, it might be lower, but that's my perception. If I compare it to Jay Shetty or if I compare it to B Mark Fit, my mentor, my engagement's fucking awesome. My engagement is just fine. It's fucking awesome. And that is what I am going to think from now on. And that really takes a whole bunch of weight off my chest, really makes me feel a whole lot better about myself, because living in a reality where you feel bad about something or you feel bad about yourself is not going to help you when it comes to any aspect of your life, because we already kind of reiterated that your perception is almost never based in reality anyway. So you might as well self-dilute yourself into believing whatever it is you want to believe so that you can achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve. All right, guys, that brings me to the end of today's podcast. This was a banger. Did you guys have fun? This was a fucking banger today. This one was fun. Let me know if you're tuning into the live, if you had fun, or if you're on the recording, just nod your head or shoot me a message or screenshot my face. Share it to your Instagram stories, tag me at _Garrett Wolf, and I will reshare that shit to my story and send you a free gift. But you guys already know the deal. Other than that, it has been your boy Garrett Wolf, and I will see you all in the next podcast episode. Peace, peace.
Thank you so much for tuning in today. Hopefully you got some value. If you did get value and you want to learn a little bit more about how you can go from skinny fat to fitness freak, just head over to my Instagram at _Garrett Wolf and DM me the word muscles, and I'll reach out to you and see if I can help. Again, thank you guys so much for tuning in today, and I will see you all in the next episode. Peace, peace.